a really cool question that an Academy member just brought up, just in a direct message to me in the Groove Cello Academy. She was asking how we experience groove and how do we keep track of where we are in a groove, because she was saying she kept getting lost, and she thought maybe it was because she was experiencing groove or groove parts like they're a counter melody against the going melody of the tune. And I thought that was so rich, because sometimes we do compose a groove part to accompany a tune, and that groove part can become so ornate and well developed that it really matches and supports the tune richly. And then you can experience it like a counter melody, like its own part. And then you can get lost. And then once you're lost, you feel like you're unable to get back in, right? So the nature of the groove is really an amazing question, right? I'm curious what you all think. How do you keep track of where you are in a groove? Is it this like rotating, circulating, undulating pulse underneath the tune, and can you find your way in and just feel like you're drumming on a steering wheel and it's not a big deal? Or do you get lost? Do you come unhinged from the tune if you can't keep track of a part? I find personally, I crave the ability to be able to freely groove underneath a tune, and I work at that. That's something that I practice for. I practice by switching between groove patterns and rhythmic patterns, chop patterns, non-chop patterns, and different syncopated patterns. And I plan that, and I flip-flop back and forth in my practice with a metronome sometimes with a backing track, and sometimes without, just to test. I'll put a tune on a recording, or I'll record myself playing a tune, or I'll snag a fiddle player if there's one handy. And so I work at that. But the crafting of a part is also really a key part of a great arrangement, right? So we want to have a well thought out long line to undergird, to kind of, right, to lay this wonderful bed, this foundation for the melody. And that's our job, that's our work, right, as groove cellists sometimes. And so again, what do you think? How do you live a groove under a tune? Really curious. I'm going to be bringing this question to our office hours this week, where we just open on a Zoom call 3 days a week. These are often really rich times, but comment here and let me know what you think. Cheers.